shake out. It's gonna be exciting to see.
Bushinryu on the scene!
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 can burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Going in, player 2 has an empty drop. Just goes for it at this range. They exchange blows. Vagabond and sends them flying. What'll happen here? Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Tricky hidden variable. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters are raring to go. Burnout activates. Player 2, not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. What are they gonna do? They push their way out of the corner. Torso cleaver. Target combo into super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Spend it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. The super throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Oh, yo, raw super here. Just what they were after.
Kimberly. Round 1. Fight!
We are here in the first round. Goes out of sight. Hits them with a vagabond edge. Solid throw tech. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Throws them down. What are they thinking here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few. This is a huge chance to make him feel it. Vagabond and sends them flying. Player 1 needs to hold out until their closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Oh, burnout triggered! What'll happen here? Barely blocks the jump in. Flawless round. They got him so quick.
Fight round. Fight.
Goes for the good stuff first with the drive impact. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Sprints in. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Anti-air in the clutch. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
Cypher!
Player 2 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Tons of space crowns them from above. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu putting that MD and whooping ass to work. Neither fighter is showing any signs of that. Protect your neck. Player 2, the overhead denied. Low heavy. What will be the follow-up here? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a...
Round 1. Fight!
The throw does doesn't connect. Pokes with a medium kick. Checks him with springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Life lead opens up. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Sprints in. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Medium kick hit. Scrapping it out up close. Jumps up. Tries to catch him out with the arc sting. Uses the gauge for a super art. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill him. Taking no prisoners. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round 1. Fight.
Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? The low kick connects. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Overhead. Burnout is triggered. Player 2 is made with this super art connect. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Tries to catch him out with the arc stem. Life lead opens up. The quarter KO. Player 2 digs up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The jump-in is denied. Side switch in the corner. The jump-in catches them. Jumps in. Drive boosted Hago. Looks to add hits them with a stop and block. Player, burnout activates. Jumps. Tries to catch him out with the arc stem. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the That's gonna leave him around. No escaping that. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Back at the start. They're not taking any chances. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Sprints in. All in with a rush. Okay, here we go. Links it. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Ooh, you never know burnout, but they may have a plan here. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? It doesn't kill. There's what a lead with that anti-air. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Round 1. Fight.
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Tries to catch him out with the arc stem. Player 1 chases them down. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. They block the overhead, and Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Nice cross-up. Taking stock. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Knockdown. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Impact's a no-go. Decides to meet them in the air. Tries to catch them out with the arc stem. Player uses the target combo as a filler. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Player 2 can't use any drive, uses the gauge for a super art. defending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Farewell.
Counting on the super to do the job. Player 1 in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Sprint in. A parry? Player 2 can't be caught in the corner like that again. What's the escape plan? Excellent damage on that. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Both absolutely all in with a rush. Scuff them. Amazing. Gut punch. Ransom. Both hurting for some drive gauge. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? What's gonna happen? They are done. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They
Round 1. Fight.
Meets them air to air. Carried to the corner. This may be bad. Wrecks them. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. How much damage can they deal before the opponent adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage? Player 2 turned this right around with that super. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Knockdown. Low heavy hits, mix up income. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for the KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jumping. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Medium kick hits. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Creates an opening with a low heavy. Big throws. A quick breather. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Threads it cleanly. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round 1. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Starts with a jump in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. What are they thinking here? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good pick. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The low heavy connected? Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Fantastic reactions there. Gets the knockdown, and now that's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Bops him with a target combo. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? A quick breather. They were right to be on guard there. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Hits up the counter. This is going to be in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Brushes that off and keeps going. With the solar plexus strike. Doesn't miss a beat. Oh, what's this? There's a drive impact. Gut punch grabs him. It burns out. Ooh, you never turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
What's wrong? Get up!
Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Doesn't touch the flow. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1. Fight.
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Misses the drive impact. Slides and goes for the leg. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Burnout activates. Going in, player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? One mistake here is all that's needed. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Looking to impress with this super. Start the tunes. Just Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. All in with a rush. Links it. All the throw connects. Player 2 will have dropped him hard. Turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
What's wrong? Get up!
Dangerous knocked him out of the air. Solid anti-air. Both sides get perfection. Goes out of sight. Arc step. Oh, here we go. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick.
Not good enough!
Player 1 is gonna think that was a magical shot. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Round 1. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. Uses the target combo as a filler. Sprints in. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Taking stock. Sticks the combo. Answers that jump in with a perfectly timed parry. They made it look easy. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Will this super arc connect? Starting something with the super. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 chases them down. Jump? Are you serious? In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks with a medium. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Shows the medium kick. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Pokes with a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Crowns them from above. What'll happen here? Nice fireball and whip. They're wide open. Player 1 can't. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The low is denied. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 is perfect parry to stop him. Time to go on the offensive. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Nails the anti-air. Will this super art connect? That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you've just gotta use it. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. All right, what's coming up next? This stun might mean the end of this round. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough left. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Tries to catch him out with the arc stick. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Cypher! Farewell.
Counting on the super to do the job. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. The impact doesn't do anything. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 got smothered. But what now? Both fighters are standing firm. Links it! Gut punch shreds them. Player 2 is barely hanging a burnout, but they may have a plan here. Do it to them! Show the people what they came to see, Ryu!
What's wrong? Get up!
Player reads the jump in perfectly. Jumps! Flash anti-air. Flashes the blue to stop the jump in. Dangerous range here. This can lead to some big damage. Knocked him out of the air. Player 1 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. How did they anticipate that jump in?
Ryu
Player
win.
2.
Round 1. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Tries to catch him out with the arc stick. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. What are they thinking here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Nails the anti-air. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Big counter. Bops him with a target combo. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to start the corner. Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Burnout activates. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Jumps in. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Long, low attack hits. Hits them with a vagabond edge. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? A quick breather. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. And eats it. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Super art to show off what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here. Looking for a hole. Will they gamble something here on a drive rush? Link closes it out.
Ryu wins.
Player 2.
Round 1. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Had the radar up and running. Backs them into the corner. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Good job blocking the takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Strings it all together. Tries to catch him out with the arc stand. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive up. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Closing moments of the match. The low heavy connected? Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Parries the projectile. The jump-in is denied. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone sweep. Burnout activates. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Grabs and throws him away. Oh, burnout triggered. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars.
Kimberly.
That was a...
Round 1. Fight.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They're really being worked over in the corner. Neither of them willing to back off here. Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Still very early in the round. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Grabs and throws him away. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. They just won't stop switching sides. It's a good spot to use the super. Start the tunes, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Boost in Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. Player 2 all in with a rush. Barely blocks the jump in. Time to reassess the situation. Links it. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on? Reads the jump in perfectly. Jumps. Turn out, but they may have a plan here. Player to low. What's next? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Wraps it up with a throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? In solid anti-air. Dashes up. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. The low kick hits. Links it. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu put that MD and whooping ass to work.
What's wrong? Get up.
What a finish! Player 2!
Round 1.
Goes to the air. All the throw connects. Player 2 will look to a blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Knockdown. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Spends the gauge on the gets. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Impact's a no-go. Who's going to start things off? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Burnout activates. Gets the jump in. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Calls out their shot and responds with authority. Our fighters are at a standstill. Once the fire's off, the Shinku Hadouken. A quick breather. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. This game close. Knockdown and... Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is an overhead. Player 1 hit passes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That was the highest if I've ever seen it. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who will come out on top in this tricky hidden variable? Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Both fighters look experiencing burnout. Looking to impress with this super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. What will they do next? Player 2 is in perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 is in a back overhead. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. All in with a rush. The low slog. Drives it back, misses. Arc step. Amazing. What burnout, but they may have a plan here. Drop zone, baby. Both of them back off. Tricky hidden variable. Overhead attack. They didn't take the throw.
Kimberly.
Player 1.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, the throw connects. Smart play with the throw. But smart play to stop the opponent. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 2, this is going to hurt. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Recovers from burnout. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? Had the radar up and running. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Where's their opening? Time's the only thing moving here. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. They hit each other. Gets the jump in. What a reaction to go air to air. Gets carried to the corner. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Jumps up. There's a change of side. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Player 1 holding on. Oh no, they're stunned. Vagabond forever elevates. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Hits them with a Bushin scramble. 9 to 5 more damage incoming. Player 1 is mounting a comeback. Wow, reads the counter and gets the counter hit and the win.
Kimberly wins.
Player 1 brings it.
Round 1. Fight.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Bops him with a target combo. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Picks up the win with a projectile. Good read. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Medium kick hit. Sets a shuriken bomb to panic. Player 1 brushes that off and keeps going. Uses their looking to impress with this super. Ooh, Bushin Scramble's gonna leave them hurt. Wall is done. They got him so quick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? In the last round, it's now or never. Connects with medium kick. A parry? All in with a rush! Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with Burnout. Anti-air in the clutch. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Player 1 is in a very good... Drops them from the air. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
What's wrong? Get up!
Uses their drive gauge. Noticeable life lead is a comeback scoop. The low kick hits. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Dashes out the cage right there. Is it over? Will they survive? Oh, so close. But are you kidding me? Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1. Fight!
Backdash to start. This unleashes some big damage. Player 2 can't let all in with a rush. Psych, Burnout activates. Player 2 is in Burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Neither of them willing to back off here. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Heats it up with a combo into super. Bushin beats assaults them from the air. What a finish. Great lead on the life gauge there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. What a reaction to go air to air. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. They return to center stage. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Misses the grab. Knockdown and... Jump, clutch, anti-air. Drops him hard. Medium kick hit. What now? Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player 1, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight!
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Knockdown. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Recovers from burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in catches them. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Comes crashing down on them with some Bushin beats. Sticks the jump, gets her. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Blows them. What's next? Fires off in overdrive. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Oh, burnout triggered! Knockdown and... Player 2 chases them down. Gets the jump in. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Barry! Torso cleaver dices him. The impact doesn't do anything. Blocks the impact. Gets them with the anti-air. From upstairs. Goes for the jump in. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to decay. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Noticeable life in with the crosser. Blocks the low kick. What a finish! Player 2.
Round 1. Fight.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Taking stock. Throws them to negate the block. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Tries to catch them out with the arc step. Still scrapping for control of the space. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. The impact doesn't do anything. Shows the medium kick. They trade hits. Springs forward with the drive rush. Super clutch corner switch. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Looks like they... Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with Burnout. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Throws a fireball. Super Art on deck of experiencing Burnout. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 will have uses the gauge for a Super Art. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
What's wrong? Get up!
What are they gonna do?
Takes their legs out.
Pumps the brakes on the impact.
All in with a rush.
Breaks through with the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1. Fight.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Denies the low heavy. Gets the jump in. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard take a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Grabs him. Taking stock. Drive gauge finally recovers. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? The impact doesn't do anything. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Goes with the safe stuff with that target call. Connects with the throw.
All in with a rush.
Are we gonna overhead? The low kick hits.
Links it.
Can either of these fighters finish the round with an almost empty? Huge chance after that wall splash. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That was the highest if I've ever seen. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1. Fight.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Overhead. Checks him with the projectile. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Throws him down. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Takes a trip. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. All right, what's coming up next? Grabs him. Oh, burnout triggered. A quick breather. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Shows a medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Tries to catch them out with the arc step. Player 1 can build off this lead. Okay, they trade hits. Quick burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Block. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? They're going for the super art? Going in? Player 2 might have just shifted this round into high gear. A quick breather. Drops that off. Player 1 can't let this simmer. He got that. Combo finishes it. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. Knocked him out of the air. Jumps up. This unleashes some big damage. Player 2 with the rhythm overhead. Connects with the throw. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Perfectly executed. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1. Fight.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? The attack is parried. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Still slugging it out here. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Grabs them, knockdown. Combo with the target combo. Taking stock. Jumps up, KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Connects with medium kick. The next round is burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Overhead neck hunter. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Oh, easy tech. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. The super doesn't hit. Took him to the corner in a flash. Tries to catch him out with the arc step. Knockdown, and they're going for the super arc. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do? Are we looking to impress with this super? The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill.
Stop!
There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Well, listen, when you're locked...
Round 1. Fight.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Definitely saw that counter coming. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Box him with a target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. From up above. Burnout activates. Breaks those shins. Dashing bomb critical. What's gonna happen? Gets the critical up. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Oh, here we go. Player 2 can't use any trap. That was the highest if I've ever seen one.
Kimberly.
Player 1 brings it home.
Round 1. Fight.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Jumps. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. All right, what's coming up next? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Got their eye on the air. Decides to meet them in the air. Throws them. What's next? Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Box him with a target combo. Sticks the combo. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Big opportunity now in this corner. Going in, they're going for the super art. Start the tunes, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. He finishes with the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Dash! What are they gonna do? Player 1 with a lead. Will they go for offense? Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Excellent block. The low. Immediate leg sink. Both sides getting ready. There's the burnout. Dashes out the cage right there. Oh, sends him a personalized telegram with that frightening critical. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? What a statement. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal.
Round 1. Fight.
All the throw connects. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Oh, burnout triggered. Tries to catch him out with the arc stick. Knockdown. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? They break things off to take a quick breather. Recovers from burnout. Surprises him with a drive rush. Takes the chance to hurt him. Takes a trip. The throw misses. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Saw that drive attack coming from a mile away and parried it. Combo with the target combo. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drop. In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 chases them down. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Knockdown and goes with a stick, bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Start the tune, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. Both fighters planning something? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Gets scooped from down low. There's a change of sides. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Goes out of sight. It's time for both breeds to throw in the skates. Hits up the tricky hidden variable. Vagabond forever elevator. They're back into the corner now. They'll burn out, but they may have a plan here. Clutch, anti-air. Player 2, protect your neck. Oh, they switch sides. Sets up with the jump in. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Nothing stops this train. Drives it back, misses. The parry. A real test of nerves here. This is gonna hurt. The next touch may decide this round. Breaks it.
No hesitation or regret! Hit them with that NSF something! Perfect damage calculation! No doubt about it! Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!